Number one, China. Number two, our top global macro theme here in the first quarter, which remains inflation accelerating. And then finally, which is an ancillary tag onto that, is of course gold. So first on China. China finally made its run for the roses, tried to get up as opposed to being down for the year to date, and that ended abruptly last night. China down a full 1.8% on the Shanghai comp, back to down 2% for the year to date, with Hong Kong following down 0.8%. To down 4% year to date, and the rest of Asia, ex-New Zealand, which you know, New Zealand we like. New Zealand, again, has a strong currency and doesn't have growth slowing. So again, the rest of Asia continues to be negative, obviously, in equities for the year to date. So if you're long of that stuff, we would continue to sell it and get into some inflation accelerating. Now, that's point number two. Inflation accelerating probably actually, here I am coming out of this Canadian party again. Probably actually, the CRB index was up 2.8% last week, which is of course commodity inflation versus the S&P 500, which was down on the week. So on a, I guess from a divergent perspective, you had the best week of the year in terms of people buying commodity inflation instead of buying the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones. So again, that continues to be the most obvious contrarian call that we can continue to make, which is, of course, a CRB index up almost 8% now for the year to date and climbing. So again, you're going to continue to see surprises on inflation expectations and the CPI to the upside. Finally, on gold, gold loves what? It loves inflation accelerating as it slows growth. Now, some people say I like gold because it's an inflation hedge. I'll say, no, you like gold because inflation slows growth, and that's why you buy gold, because again, that's good for the gold price. Gold loves slow growth. So again, look at gold. It's up 11% for the year to date now. I mean, it's kind of, you can continue to say this till we're blue in the face, but the reality is that gold is golden. Those are your top three things.